Hello everyone. Today we'll find out if it's worth driving recklessly in traffic. Next video is the most exciting. You will find out the story behind some interesting facts and the stats. Stay tuned.
So this is the last time I do this. Be ready. First, go. Let's go.
As you saw, driving reckless can be risky. In only 3 kilometers, almost 2 miles, I encounter one police car. I managed to avoid a collision, and the worst part is I had to stop at a red light. But to have the most complex results in this study, I had to complete the experiment. Now, the results are interesting, and I think that if you watch this video, you will form a good idea about aggressive driving. I tested the idea that driving fast in a zone with traffic lights will save the driver some time. How much time can be saved, and if it's worth it? I start making these tests for a reason a few years ago, returning from an international match between Romania and Denmark. Due to some favorable conditions, we managed to cut the time needed to make this trip in half. And second reason is a trip made while driving for Uber with a client that had an emergency on this route I decided to test. And I managed to make it, trough traffic, in less than 3 minutes arriving at destination. With an average of 60 kilometers per hour, this make it at 37 miles per hour. On top of this, recently, the most important defensive driving instructor from Romania and former race champion has made a comment on rush hour driving. Stated that those who tried to fast-track trough traffic could manage to save only 2 minutes on 10 kilometers trip, with the mention that it is dangerous to drive aggressively. Then, let's see the next video. These are the rounded statistics if I were to put all the data. I must put the times I did while driving within the limits of the law. So, at night I made 3 kilometers in under 3 minutes, exactly 2 minutes and 32 seconds. But driving within the limits of the law I made 4 minutes and 10 seconds, almost twice as much. And by day, driving reckless, I made the same trip in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. But respecting the other drivers, I made 6 minutes and 50 seconds. This means that you can save, in ideal condition, 2 minutes at every 3 kilometers, almost 2 miles, both in heavy traffic and also when the road is clear. This is true only in ideal conditions. In the American way of measurement, we can say that you can do a mile in a little over a minute at night and when in no traffic. And you will need 3 minutes to complete 1 mile driving fast in high traffic, but you need to know the risk is equally high. This study was made from the point of the observer with all the sociologic parameters checked. Margin of error plus minus 5%. The fun fact of this video is also important for driving. Many consider this a joke, but the fact that you turn the volume down to the minimum when you park or when you have to concentrate on driving is a good thing. Because, just like animals, we also see with our ears. To be exact, sometimes when we do not see all the environment, we will try to hear some noise to make an idea about what is happening near us. I have no agenda, and this is contrary to my opinion. When you rush off traffic, you can save up to 2 minutes on 3 kilometers drive, but there are some conditions. You have to be a good driver. You have to be alert. You need to know the road and the inside of this road. You need to have some luck in some regards of traffic lights, and a lot of luck in what regards other traffic cars. Do you think you are the only one rushing between traffic?